Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Elder Crawl. It's been a minute. I had to take a break for school, and then I went to go visit some family and couldn't record because internet was bad. So, yeah, due to some technical issues, I can't really blur my background anymore, so you're going to have to deal with a little bit of mess that I've got going on right now. But where we last left off, we saved... I watched my last video. We saved some guy from Minimarco, and should be... I don't remember. Sorry. Today is a bit of a spacey day, but we're gonna talk to Advisor Norin, who's... Okay, travel the garden. Am I on the right mission? I was getting breakfast at Starbucks today, and there was a car. So the way it was I dropped my fiance off at work, and then I went straight and take a left to go to Starbucks. And the road that goes straight towards me, someone was going on that and stopped at the stoplight there. I heard him start to drive, like revved his engine for a moment, and then just poof, smoke or steam or whatever. I don't know, but something blew, and it started leaking.
Hear ye, card sharps and collectors.
And I gotta say, props to the people inside, because they just kind of calmly got out and then just looked at it for a sec and started pushing the car. I am not a car guy by any means. I try to understand as best I can, but I'm not a car guy. So I was like, maybe all of you get out of the car, because something leaking out of the front of the engine is not the best. But it's probably just the engine overheated or something, because that's usually like the go-to thing in movies. At least it's like poof, white gas coming out of it, white smoky steam gas coming out of it, and then go. But I told the poor Starbucks employee, like, hey, you should call someone, because someone's got car troubles now. I always get a lemon loaf for the cheese Danish, and I forgot my cheese Danish. It's fine, but I forgot my cheese Danish. Who am I supposed to talk to? I thought, why is your texture...
Ah, excellent. You got my message.
Oh, right.
Apparently that little
You just up and joined the Major's Guild. Completely different looking.
Such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while.
Why are you dressed like that?
I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information.
Hasn't it been... Well, okay. If the king is still alive and just an old man, that makes sense. I thought for a second it had been like 100 years or something since that had happened, because that's how the Elder Scrolls games usually play it. So I thought, well, no one's going to recognize you, because it'd be like Abe Lincoln walking around. Someone would just be like, oh, you kind of look like Abe Lincoln. No one would actually be like, oh my god, it's Abe Lincoln. What are you talking about?
By now, it should be clear your prophet emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault.
Minimarco deceived him. It wasn't his fault.
Granted. Minimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings.
Why do you blame Varen?
You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the soul burst. He manipulated you from the very start.
Right.
Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen?
The king guy, okay. Right. Okay, just tell me why you called me here.
Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions.
It's been a couple of weeks.
The original 5. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan.
Why is Sai Sahan so important?
In the chaos following the soul burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location.
Where is Sai Sahan now?
He was captured by Minimarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held.
What do you need me to do?
Minimarco keeps his most secret documents in a hidden lair of Daedric cultists deep within the Grahtwood, in the ruins of Wormroot Depths. We must travel there and search for clues.
That sounds weirdly familiar. It just sounds like one of them Skyrim spots. I'll set out at once and meet you there.
Remember, Wormroot Depths, Grotwood. I'll meet you inside.
So, wait, okay. So, one thing that I was looking at when I was looking at the story quests and such, and it looks like there's going to be some extra fun. What was it? H. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was second travel. So, I was looking at the main quest. It looks like there's a lot of fun things that can happen at the end if you do the Mages Guild quest line and some other factions quest line. Like, you'll get a couple other people helping you out. I was debating doing that. If you happen to comment on the video and say if you've played ESO and know a few things about how that works out, let me know. Because if it's exciting and fun, I would love to actually go through those quest lines so that the final quest is a whole big shebang where everyone joins in a big fight. But if it doesn't seem super worth it, I don't want to use up my personal time because I will be playing it off camera. But if it sounds like it's fun and worth it, then I'll absolutely do it. Otherwise, I'll just keep going business as usual. I'm now on essentially summer break. I will be trying to get to a regular upload schedule of Wednesdays and Fridays if I can manage it. But we'll see. I do have a friend who's going to help me edit here and there, Boyd, who's been in really only one of the videos. I'm really going all around. He was only in one of the videos, the first one, so you guys may not know him, but anyway, long story short, I'm going to try to get back to recording regularly now that I have some spare time, and really the only obligations I have are continue looking into school. I started developing a game, so keep working on that, and this. So, anyway, yeah, hopefully regular upload schedule. Hopefully can keep working on this. I'm still learning DaVinci Studio, or DaVinci Resolve. So, we'll see how that goes, but should be good. And probably won't finish Elder Crawl by the end of the summer. There's the games that I know really well, like Skyrim and such, and there's the shorter games like the old N-Gage and such, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It may take a bit longer, and then once I get back into school, the uploads might go to once a week. We'll see. This is just kind of a fun project for me instead of really looking to get into a career doing YouTube. I would like to. It'd be great. But we'll see. But otherwise, look out for other things I do. Like I said, I'm developing games, and sometimes on this YouTube channel I post things about my lightsabers, and I do some programming for those. So, yeah. But we're here now. Hooray!
Need passage between Auridon and Grotwood? I have a deal with some privateers.
Let's go.
No pirate will make it past me.
I'm a pirate. Yarhar, Idwiti, Seagull. Yep. There was a thing and I didn't see it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Nope. No. Open. Open. There we go. Safe. Hooray. Jackdaw. Where the hell am I going? What? Oh, why? Okay. I entered the wrong neighborhood, apparently. screw you. Just please. Hey, leave me alone. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I got kicked off my horse. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Nope, give me your help. Oh. Okay. So I finished Remnant recently, and well, I do not have the money to buy Remnant 2. It looks like it's a lot of fun, and I would really like to play it. Am I going right? This, nope, that's not right. This is okay. I finished Remnant recently.
Listen to me for just a moment.
Decent
Very
fun.
important.
Would definitely recommend to people. I basically only used the long gun my entire playthrough.
About honor and all that, yeah?
Not the long gun.
I don't know if we really
One of the rifles. The, like, handle one, I don't words. It might have been because like the whole point of the game is to play through it a couple times. But at least on my first playthrough, it kind of felt it was lacking in some ways of. I got some cool guns in here, but none of them really piqued my interest in comparison to what I could do with the basic gun that I had. It's like 15 shots. I don't remember what it's called. But once I got the flame submachine gun, I used that as my pistol, and I used something else as the long gun. It was nice, it was accurate, it did enough damage, it was good, and there weren't really any other guns that I really saw any reason to play with a ton. I mean, I screwed around with them, but meh. But I did start on adventure mode. I had just finished it, and when I finish a game, I generally want to take a break before I might try something else in it again. It's a mistake I made with Dark Souls 3, was constantly doing New Game Plus stuff. I had a checklist and everything of, okay, go do this, go do this, go do this, go do this. And it makes you kind of get, whoa. Okay. Not so subtle loading screen. So, I'm sure there's some fun stuff to do in adventure mode and get more cool perks and guns and such like that, but with the number of perks I was picking up, it just wasn't as it wasn't very easy to just start. Like, I would get a new perk and it'd be really nice and it would work with my build, but I was already sunk in a couple skill points into some other skills and didn't want to reset in any way. Just didn't want to lose some of that, but it just, yeah. But I do think that it'll be fun to play Remnant 2 at some point. I can mooch off someone's library. But the final boss fight was a little bit disappointing in terms of the toughness of it. Once I looked up the mechanic because I was a little bit confused about how it worked, but once I got it, it was just, okay. I popped the guy in the head 5 times, 5 or 6 times, oh, sorry, in the first, oh, haha, we're almost here, in the first round phase, and then the second phase is just be patient and heal, and I think, okay, cool, but yeah, it was fun. I wish it was clearer as to what to do after the fact, and there seems to be a rampant glitch of use the key in the labyrinth, but I've used everything in the labyrinth.
It's about time. Let's get started.
Oh, hi. Shit. Die, little imp boy. Dobby does not get to be free today. You Daedric, go away. Goodbye. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. Now you see me. Gotcha, okay. Ow. Oh. Tooch. What's up, dude?
Not break me, king of worms.
I can and I shall. Where is the amulet of kings?
You cannot break the will of a son of Yakuda. I spit on you.
So, Sai-Sahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle to be sure, but where is he being kept?
I don't know. Such a loud gulp. I hope you guys can hear that. Examine.
Chim El Adabar, the amulet of the kings of glory, an artifact of the divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperors of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the soul burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and oblivion. I must recover it before some fool fixes that which must remain broken.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Sai-Sahan before he can be broken.
Hey guys. Yoink. Ow. Stop it. I wanted to go through the portal. Hi. What you doing? Stabby. Oh, you're your boss. You're the only person. Hello. Tooch this dude. With the dodging back and forth. Okay. Just tooch this dude.
The Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai-Sahan into the halls of torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to thwart my plans. I will find the amulet, one way or another.
No.
This is the information we've been looking for.
What's up, dude?
At last, Sai-Sahan has been taken to the halls of torment.
Where is it?
Oh yes, it's Cold Harbor's most nefarious prison. The Daedra in the halls of torment reach deep into the dark places of a prisoner's mind and torture them with apparitions of the things they most dread.
Sounds like what happened to Lyris.
It's an effective tactic. The Daedra mock our emotional attachments and the memories that form our sense of self. Daedra have no use for such things. They are immortal. It's impossible to kill Daedra. They simply reform over time.
We need to rescue him. Can you get us to the
Of course I
torment?
can. I am Abner
No.
Tharn.
Shut.
But first, I have a bit more research to do. Go back to the Harbridge and tell Varen what we've discovered. I'll meet you there once I've made the necessary preparations.
There he will. Can you take me through? Okay. I want to go through a portal. But hell. Oh. It's actually pickupable. Cool. I was about to try and move it, but they probably don't have that as a feature. like they had in Skyrim, where you can drag things around because players would move so much crap around and just mess with things. So,
An unexpected visit. What brings you back, Vestige?
Thorn and I discovered where they are keeping Sizahan.
At last. Where can he be found?
Cold Harbor. The Halls of Torment.
Well done. I will begin searching for a safe route to the Halls of Torment immediately.
Is there anything else before I walk
The
10
river
feet through your
flows and we
fucking
are
cave and
slaves
come
to its
back?
current. But I am done with riddles and metaphors. I don't know what awaits us. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a foolish old man who glimpsed the wisdom of the scrolls and survived.
But you can find a path to the Halls of Torment, can't you?
When Tarn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a path to these Halls of Torment soon enough.
Cool. Complete quest. Yay! And that is another one down. So, with that, I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to level up a little bit off screen, and I'm going to just... Okay, here's the books. There you go. Okay, well, thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to start next video up, and we will be on... I'll figure that out. Tabbing out makes the game go all weird. So, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.